because I already know how harsh it is for a man in this world anyway. Mm-hmm. If you really want some kids, replace that little nigga.
Holla at 50 Cent. He know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I'm Keith, winner of the Bad Boy Membership Contest. I recently joined the Bad Boy Membership, but I wish I'd done it a long time ago because the content is the real deal. It helps you become more secure, confident, and masculine, which will help you in all aspects of your life, but especially with women. So thank you for the prizes that I won, but the real thanks is for the powerful content. Get on the Bad Boy Membership now. You won't regret it.
Over here at the Bad Boy Membership, we love women, their beauty, essence, and the way they provide infinite opportunities to learn more about the man you truly are. With over 30 years of experience, we've uncovered the best practices in effectively relating to women. If you would like to discover the best version of yourself and relate to women in the most effective way, join the Bad Boy Membership today.
All right, let's continue. What I'm saying.
Hold on, wait.
What I'm saying.
Hear me on this, man. If you're just saying, "Hey, brothers, we got to take more responsibility," then look,
that's not what he's saying.
If he was saying that, we would be with you on that. But you can't. You came in with the premise. I'm sorry. You was like, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out what power do they have. If even in a divorce where the children were born into the marriage, if the woman gets the kids 90% of the time, and according to every attorney I ever talked to, men try to get 50-50 custody the majority of the time, and they don't get it. That is the power that they have. They have the power to where even if both people, hey, they made good decisions, it was a happy relationship, it just didn't work out. They have the power during the separation. You can't deny the simple fact that they got power.
But see, that's the part that a lot of guys don't get. See, the reason why they have the power in that situation is because you didn't have any influence over that woman the entire time.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because what happens is this: if you have influence over a woman, right, she's going to defer to you as to what to do, even when the relationship is over.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Because she has respect for you.
She's not going to go to the government.
Right. She's going to be like, hey, how do you want to handle this?
Right.
She's going to come to you first.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But when you're dealing with a woman who don't really respect you in the first place, she don't give a fuck. So she going to go do whatever she going to do. She don't give a fuck about you because she never gave a fuck. You feel what I'm saying? That's what happens.
And I want to ask too, is it the woman that has the power or is it the government?
Right. Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Like they're saying it's a woman that has the power, as if she just has that like just plainly out, like naturally has that power. No, she's been given that power by the government.
Right.
So that means, and so that's not really power. That's just her exploring her options based on the law of the land. So that means you were aware of the law of the land just as she was.
Mm-hmm.
So that means if you know the law of the land, that means you move accordingly.
Right.
Right. You know the law of gravity. You know that if you walk off a 10-story building, you're going to fall 10 stories.
Mm-hmm.
So do you walk off a 10-story building or do you take the elevator or the stairs down? Which one do you do?
Mm-hmm.
Right. But these niggas is walking off of 10-story buildings and getting mad when they fall and break and either die or break their fucking leg.
Right.
That's what's happening.
That's
because
fact.
Again, the way I'm looking at it, it's not these women that have the power. It's not the women that have the power. It's the government safeguarding basically safeguarding society. And I'm not saying this because I advocate for those laws and how men are treated in the court system. Don't get me wrong. Like, I do believe that it's unfair. You understand? I do believe that it's unfair in most cases. I mean, because you got some cases that these niggas ain't shit. So you might as well let the baby stay with the mother or put the little nigga up for adoption, put him in foster care, which is a sad story all the way around anyway. Right. But the bottom line is dumb motherfuckers making dumb fucking decisions. That's really the bottom line of it all.
Right.
You understand? And okay, so even if you get into the situation where you like the homie said it earlier, he was like, if you get into a relationship or a marriage and you have kids and it doesn't work out, ultimately you chose the wrong woman and you got to deal with that.
Exactly.
You have to deal with that. And then as a man, it's your choice to start all over. Let me tell you something, man. And this is why men gotta be men. And this might sound harsh, and a lot of people probably gonna tell me that I shouldn't be saying this because I don't have kids, so I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, right? But I'm only saying this based on what I know about men and manhood, and the fact that there are no guarantees and no sanctuaries out here for any of us. And what I want to say is that if you have a kid with a bitch and it goes sour and she don't want to let you see your kid, nigga, find a new bitch, make better decisions on that bitch that you found, and have more fucking kids. Cause that's why we get millions of sperm in every fucking drop of cum. Why? Because
dick is a gift.
You understand? Right. That's exactly why God blessed us with the ability to produce sperm from adolescence all the way to death. We can have as many kids as we fucking want. So hey, as much as it hurts your heart that you missing your little man or your little girl, I feel you. Trust me. I mean, I don't feel you because I don't have any kids. And I know it might sound harsh me saying this because a lot of niggas will be like, well, you ain't got no kids, Miles. You can't be talking that shit. That's fucked up, blah, blah, blah. I get it. But because I already know how harsh it is for a man in this world anyway, if you really want some kids, replace that little nigga.
Holla at 50 Cent. He know what it is. When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first, you're gonna have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You know, you can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting some.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, there are things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Look at 50. 50's like, his son is a... Let me tell you something. You know why 50 killed his son in Power.
Right.
The character of Keenan murdered his own fucking son in Power.
Right.
Yo, if any of you ever seen this movie called Usual Suspects, the realest fucking scene of the movie is when... I know you know what I'm talking about. When the Kaiser Sose character was telling the story, no, he was telling the story of Kaiser Sose, and he was saying that he on some cartel shit. Kaiser Sose was in there with his wife and his what 2 or 3 kids or some shit, and one of the rival cartel niggas, you know, caught him by surprise, bust into his house. And threatened to kill his family if he didn't give up the cartel or whatever the fuck it was. Right. And Kaiser Sose shot his wife and his 3 fucking kids and then killed the fucking the cartel nigga. Just to prove a point that I don't give a fuck what's going on. I'm not gonna use nothing that I love to force me to do nothing.
Exactly. Right. Right.
Now, it sounds crazy and it sounds harsh, but that is how heavy it is to be a fucking man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if a bitch got your little kid hostage, try to holler at that nigga when he 18 and let him know what happened. But in the meantime, have yourself some brand new fucking kids with a brand new bitch.
Exactly.
Because let me tell you something. Let me tell you guys something, bro. Everything you have, including your life, can be taken just like that. Look at the motherfuckers in Ukraine right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Everything you have in your life can be taken away just like that.
Mm-hmm.
You niggas you have loving relationships and you got kids and you got a family and you live out here in the suburbs and everything is perfect. Mm-hmm. There could be a fucking a fucking human trafficking ring moving through your neighborhood right now, and you gonna allow your kid to go to school tomorrow, and that kid is not gonna come home.
Right.
It's a fucked up situation, but that is the reality of life. Anything you have, your kids, your family, and your life itself can be taken away. This is why you have to be grateful. This is why I promote being grateful all the fucking time, because you niggas cry about, oh, the court system and the custody, and you crying for custody. Mm-hmm. Your child be taken away like that. How many stories we hear about niggas shooting kids and stray bullets and all of this different type of shit. And just on another note, they putting all this shit up about Ukraine and so on and so forth.
Right.
But brown and black people die every fucking day, B.
Exactly. Facts.
Let's be fucking clear. Shout out to niggas in the Ukraine, but black and brown people die every fucking day.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's a war or with NATO or with the Allies, they don't give a fuck about that. You know, they don't give a fuck about the warlords in Africa chopping niggas up with machetes every other day and running up in villages and just offing niggas. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's supposed to give a fuck about niggas in the Ukraine. Why? Because they got the complexion. It's okay. It's all right. But the point I'm trying to make it, but the point I'm trying to make is anything that you have, anything that you appreciate can be taken away from you. That's why we tell you guys, it's all about what's going on in here. The truth is inside you.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about your money and your looks and your status. You could get in a car accident and fucking half your face be just yo. I got a homie. He a elder in my community. This homie and he's the type of nigga. He smiles and jokes all the time. Like if you go hang out with him, trust me, you gonna laugh.
Mm-hmm.
That type of nigga. And he's getting up in age, and he had a stroke the other day, and he could barely smile now because he could barely talk and he could barely smile now. And he was just asleep. Right. The stroke happened in his sleep. And then he was fucking twitching in the bed, and his wife had to rush him to the hospital. Now he's laid up in the bed, fucking drooling on one side of his mouth, and he can barely smile and he can't talk anymore.
That's crazy.
Yesterday he was just chilling like any other day. So understand, anything you have in this life can be taken away. It's harsh out here. This is the real world.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So y'all niggas talking this shit. Yo, be appreciative, make better decisions, and if a bitch want to hold your kid hostage, get a new fucking family. Fuck that bitch and holler at the kid when he's 18 and see if you can reconcile something, man.
That's facts.
That's just real talk, bro. That's real talk.
It's fucking shit. Because I ain't hearing nobody up in there talking about that shit. Dudes is sitting there crying about their baby mama and show all that other weird ass shit. But let's continue this shit. Go to badboymembership.com. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com.